justified reasons. What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
Hey guys, welcome to my next review. This is the G.I. Joe Classified series, number 157, Christopher Law Levine and Order. So I think I got this from Amazon. That sound about right. Recently, and now I'm just finally getting the chance to get to review it. So, well, and unboxing as well. So first, let's take a look at the box. So here's the front of the box. Get a good look at the figure. G.I. Joe. Here's his name. Here's the bottom of the box. Barcode and legal stuff. Here's the artwork on the side. And then here is the QR code with the tech symbols, tech specs, whatever. And then the back shows some more of the renders. You can see you got Beachhead back there, and then some of the accessories, and on the top it just says 157. So yeah, let's tilt the camera down and unbox it. Let's see, where's that? Quite a bit of accessories in this. And this looks like, I wonder if there's reuse of the timber mold for this. Oh, fell over. Get his helmet out. Figure out. Let's see, he's got a knife. Nightstick. quite a bit of hands on him. I think a lot of these hands are probably reused from the mutt. I think these are all like the similar hand gestures. Alright, so now that we got the figure out, let's take a look at him. So here's a close-up of that head sculpt. And it looks like this armband is just like an overlay piece. Side, from the back, you can already see he has one pair of cuffs molded in, and the other one's fitting in there. So yeah, there's a look at Law. Let's take a look at Order. So this is the good boy doggy face, and like everybody says, it does have that kind of it got some red eyes. Look at the other side, and yeah, so let's take a look at all the accessories. So here is Order's mask, his attack face or head. Here's Law's helmet. Here's his Uzi. The nightstick. His knife. There's the sidearm. The handcuffs. And here is all of the hands. So he has, I was gonna say a left and a right pointing, but they're both a little bit different. This one's more of a straight up point, where this one's kind of a point, but the hand's open a little bit. Open hand. There's a more cuffing the balls hand. Yeah. A fist. And the standard hands he has on him are the trigger hands. So let's put his helmet on. Oh, I just noticed the helmet has like a little bit of like deco to it, like battle damage. It's not clean. But there, how he looks with his helmet. It almost looks like the helmet's a little too small. But the sidearm can go on his holster, on his chest, and then the strap can go in. The Uzi can be stored right there. And like how I was showing earlier, you can put the cuffs like so. Then there's a loop for the nightstick, and no holster for the knife. That's interesting. I wonder if it'll fit in this little loop. I mean, you could break it, so no. That's kind of annoying. I don't like how this armband keeps sliding down as well. So that's a shame. You can't store his knife. You can slide in and hit it to his port for a backpack. He didn't come with a backpack. So let's go over articulation. So the head can go forward, back like that, to the side a little bit. I mean, the collar kind of gets in the way. Shoulders, he does have a butterfly, full rotation. They can, well, the bicep keeps swiveling. So yeah, his shoulders can go up to here, and then this patch of this thing on his arm. Maybe if I get it high enough, it won't come down anymore. There we go. I got it over the sleeve more, so now it's a tighter fit. It don't look as clean, but he has a bicep swivel, pinless double jointed elbows, wrist swivel, and then it can back and forth. He's got a little bit of a crunch, but the overlay just kind of limits his range. Legs are drop down hips, can go all the way out to here, can go back that far. It's hard, you can't really do a split when his Uzi is in his pocket, but even when you take it out, there's still limited range. This one you might be able to get up more, kind of, but his nightstick gets in the way. Thigh swivel, pinless knees, a lot looser than that arm joint. Boot cut, and then the ankle can go to there, go that far forward, and then the rocker. So typical classified articulation, and just like a lot of the classified, depending on what kind of overlay they have on the chest, limits the any type of crunch they may or may not have. But yeah, it's cool. He can hold all of his accessories, other than the knife, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, it stays on okay. So let's go over order's articulation. So order has two like joints at the head, like one main one, so you can kind of get it up, look up, not really much down. Each leg well, the front legs can go forward that far, not back really far, and like the little elbow. Pretty decent motion on all those from Paul. The rear leg can go back that far, forward that far, and then it bends here. It's got a bend, and the bend at the paw. The tail is on its own pin. It can go up. You can rotate it if you want to do that. It does have like a waist rotation joint, so you can kind of get a wiggle. Now the other thing that is cool about Order is he has like the ports to where you can put like the equipment, like the pouches that came with Doc. I can't think if we've had any other characters come with those similar type of pouches, but you can plug those on him. And then he also has don't think the mask would look as good on the good boy head, but you can put the mask on him, and it has that kind of look. And then you can kind of see that little silver. It looks like it's supposed to represent a lens for a camera. But you should be able to put it on this head as well. Maybe the ears are a little bit more spread on this head. Maybe it's just for the good boy head. Well, that's kind of annoying how they kind of designed that. And these ears are stiff. Like you can't. Huh. Well, I'm gonna say this only goes on the good boy head. But let's pop the head off. So it's just on a barbell joint. Pops in like so. And there you go. Alright, let's pose them out a little bit. Let's do some size comparisons. Here he is next to a Jada Street Fighter. Here's the classified Viper. For the love of God. Here, classified Viper. Here is Marvel Legends Psylocke from the Gamerverse 2-pack. And last but not least, Maximum Hulk. I think I go up a little bit. But yeah, so there's that. Alright, so let's move on to the final thoughts. So I'm glad to have added this figure to my collection. He was one of my favorites as a kid just because, you know, he came with a pet. And so I mean, it's just, you know, it's a typical classified figure, articulation, accessories. Personally, I don't need all the different hands. All the weapons can be stored except the knife. I don't know what happened with the knife, but it's kind of annoying that you can't store the knife anywhere. So I just kind of have it slid in his backpack hole in the back of the overlay. Negatives mainly are the kind of like the torso articulation. The shoulders are kind of wonky, like they're loose in some spots, and they just don't want to manipulate the way I wanted them to. Maybe they just need to loosen up over time. The helmet feels and kind of looks a little too small for his head. But other than that, it's a decent figure. I mean, if you're the type of person where you have to have every, like you're trying to, you know, build the set or have every figure, I mean, it's an okay addition. Order's not too bad. I like the addition of his body armor and like the helmet for him. Kind of gives it a different look. But it feels like all the other dogs that we've had, and it's definitely different than the timber mold. I mean, the blueprint behind the timber mold are there, but it's its own new mold. So yeah. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you could like this video, if you haven't subscribe to my channel. Share it, comment. Also, look me up on all my other social medias. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, X. I'm on Facebook page. It's all up Talib1980_collects. And yeah, I post news daily. A lot of it's third-party Transformer stuff, but I'll throw up some G.I. Joe stuff or any other action figure related news that hits by me. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.